So something you guys already know, I barely know what I'm doing. I mean, when I say barely know what I'm doing, I'm just kind of winging this. I don't know what I'm doing. So, you might want to check on the internet and the experiences of other people. But I'm pretty sure this will work. I've done it before. Thanks for coming back to the garden plot. Over the last, I don't know, how's it been? Weeks, 12 weeks, I've been talking to you about building a garden. And I feel a little guilty because not everybody has a garden. Not everybody has a front yard, backyard, side yard, access to a community garden where they can grow lettuce and herbs and squash and corn. That kind of sucks. That's not right. That's not fair. So, what I like to do is do some serious low-tech gardening. Stuff that you can do with things that you would otherwise throw away. This is a container. This top to it go together like this. You can pick this up at any restaurant. You can make a little atrium out of this. There are a couple of ways you can do it. You can, put a bunch of dirt in here and call it a day, or you can be a little imaginative and also reuse something that you would otherwise throw away. So we'll talk a little bit about that today on a garden plot. So I grew up in a small space. It was basically what some people call a brownstone. In Philadelphia, we call it a row house. We didn't have much of a backyard. We definitely didn't have a front yard. But I always had a fascination with things that grow, probably because I didn't have a lot of access to it as a child. So one of the things I learned, I think, in school was to create little gardens where you can kind of build things. But this, I wanted to be a little bit more cognizant of the environment and use things that either are reusable or are biodegradable. So again, like I said earlier, I'm going to use this container, plastic container, and it is somewhat recyclable, I think. And it's hard to say, but yeah, it has a little symbol here, a little 5 here. If you could see it, probably can't. But at some point when we're done, we can get rid of it. The other thing I want to use is this. You can go out and, buy something. Now, this is a biodegradable container, cup container. Oh, I can't think today, sorry. Biodegradable pot that you can just put soil in, as you can see, plant, and forget it, right? So this is, nice. You can probably pick up, I don't know, 3 of these for $5 or $6, and it's a good investment. The thing is, you have to keep buying them, and who really wants that? This way, right, using this core of toilet paper, it's a little bit more effective, and especially for small plants or small spaces, you might be able to do a lot more with these. So first thing you want to do is cut it in, say, I don't know, thirds. You can cut it in half, that's okay too. But we'll start off with thirds. So let me go do the work and we'll talk about it after. hope is that these will grow into something pretty cute and attractive. And we'll come back to that a little later in the season. We'll have another podcast to revisit what we see here. Yeah, so you can have a couple of methods. You have the tape method. Now, I took some little sort of cellulose cloth that I showed you in an earlier video. I used this to cover plants and such. You can take a little piece of this. Yeah, paper towel might work. It'll disintegrate a little faster, but that's okay. This is biodegradable, so it should be okay. Now, for this one, I use tape. Obviously, the tape is not biodegradable, but if you're in a pinch, this is what you could use. Another method is to use these push pins, right? I got them at, a supply store. They come in boxes like this, probably like less than $10. You get 100 of them or 1,000 of them or whatever the deal is, and just attach this way. Now you can use more than one. They look a little cute. I mean, I'm not one for aesthetics, but I think it's a little nice. This is a little geranium. It's not super impressive looking. It's something pretty simple, but more importantly, it's something you can kind of do with your family. If you have young kids, again, I don't have young kids, but I'm kind of thinking this is a project that's good for them. Now, there are other projects that are probably easier. Obviously, you could just use this, but this, what are you going to do with a toilet paper core other than throw it away? Again, you can get any sort of container like this. This is just one that I happen to have around. I, again, like the hay because it absorbs some of the water. You want to order this maybe once or twice a week. And when I say water, I'm talking about drops of water. And one of the other things is this top. Now, it'd be great if this top had some holes in it. It doesn't really have those, but if you can, make a few. But then you just have it sort of self-enclosed there. Now, you don't want it tight like this. This is just for demonstration purposes. Because the plant won't be able to breathe, it won't get any air. But you can keep it like this, close it, transport it to a sunny location, a nice warm location with a lot of light, maybe a window seal or something, and watch the magic happen. So with that, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I am really interested in what you have to say. So if you have any comments, good or bad, like or dislike, please just let me know. Again, I gotta say that this is completely unscripted, so if anything looks weird and if it's just wacky, that's the reason. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, later.